It just smells so delicious. I definitely recommend getting your hands on this if you can. It's also like so inexpensive. Like I think this is like maybe $2 or $3. Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day so far. One of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube are favorite videos. I think it's really fun to like see what people are spending their money on, spending their time with, you know, what they are obsessed with at the moment. Because I think there's so many things out there that we're always constantly being persuaded to go one way or the other. So I figured what I would do is share my favorites with you guys that I have acquired during January. I have quite a few things I'm going to show you, and I'm kind of going to separate them into 3 different categories. So I have like everyday, just like kind of the random stuff, everyday things, and then I have hair and makeup. So we'll try to get everything done as fast as possible, but I'm super excited to be spending all of this time with you all today. Okay, so I'm starting off in the everyday category, just kind of like the miscellaneous category. And I mentioned this item in my Vlogmas, like what I got for Christmas vlog, because I did receive this for Christmas, and it is a blanket hoodie. This thing is exactly like it sounds. It has the texture of a blanket. It's like super soft and so cozy, but it's also a hoodie, but it's like super oversized. And I love it because I literally I put this on when I am like watching TV or just wanting to like cozy up for the night, and it keeps me so warm, so cozy. I don't need a blanket, but it has like sleeves. It has this giant pocket on it, and actually has like a little pocket inside this pocket as well that you can fit other things in. So like if I were to go to the movies anytime soon again, I would totally take this and just wear this, and then you can have like a cozy blanket on you, but you don't have to bring in an extra thing. Like it's so awesome. It's so nice. I have convinced so many of my friends to get one of these because like I honestly, when I first got it, I was so skeptical. I was like, this is kind of dumb, kind of stupid, but it really is like just so amazing. Like you can't go wrong. Perfect thing to just throw on over your clothes when you get home. Or they were actually really long that I mean, obviously I would never wear this just by itself, but you technically could, I guess, if you wanted to. So I'll make sure to link all of these down below. This particular brand is the Catalonia brand, and they have tons of different colors, patterns, all the things. So definitely check this out. This is like probably my most favorite thing out of all of these, just because it's just so cozy, warm, and just like fun to snuggle with. I think it's great. So kind of in that same category of like clothing, these are my Sorel waterproof winter boots. I wanted to get new boots for, I should have cleaned them, but I wanted to get new like winter boots for the winter season, since if you don't know, I live in Utah. It is always snowing right now. Like this winter has been crazy. It has snowed basically every day, and it's just very wet all the time. So I wanted to get some good winter boots that were really waterproof, but also were a little bit like higher up and just like a cute, you know. So I found these. I actually got them on sale during Black Friday, but I have recently just started wearing them a whole bunch, and I actually get compliments a lot. A lot of people compliment me on these, which is nice. But they are super waterproof. I went through a ton of crazy puddles, ice, snow, and I did not get wet at all. They have like a Sherpa, maybe it's not Sherpa, but like a furry lining on the inside, and it just is really great. And Sorel's a really good brand, and the tread on these shoes, like you are not going to be slipping and falling all over. They are very nice in that aspect. So yeah, I definitely would recommend these if you are needing some waterproof shoes or snow boots for the winter time. I know that like a lot of places, January and February is like a time where like you're transitioning into spring, but here in like the Pacific Northwest, western side of the United States, it can still get really cold, especially up north. So definitely recommend these, but these have been a huge favorite, huge staple of mine, and I'm so happy that I got these ones when I did. Okay, so this next item is also a gift that I received for Christmas, but I have been loving it so much. This is the Autumn Wreath Candle by Yankee Candle, and I have actually never tried Yankee candles before. In fact, I've been trying to kind of slowly go away from burning candles just because I've heard different things on the internet about, you know, how good they are for you and all that stuff, which I'm not going to get into right now, but I absolutely love this one. It smells so good, and these aren't, at least in my opinion, they're not so overpowering that it's like it hits you so hard when you walk in, but it definitely is like a nice subtle scent that you can smell, and it smells so good. I love the scent. I've actually had it burning almost every day in my room when I'm like working. I leave the door open and people will walk into our house and be like, oh, it smells so good upstairs. I'm like, thank you, because it's my candle. So it just smells so delicious, but it's not too like fall-y, if that makes sense. Like I feel like there's some candles out there that it's like, whoa, yeah, that's a fall scent. This one I don't feel like, in my opinion, is not one of them. So definitely recommend this if you're in the market for a candle, a good smelling candle that's gonna make your home smell good, but it's not gonna be too overpowering. Yankee Candle, I love this. Okay, switching lanes just a little bit. This one's kind of a little different, but this is the Aqua Kefir Probiotic Water by GTS. Now I have mentioned, I think in my last video, I had a haul where I like showed this, and I love Aqua Kefir water, mainly because I'm somebody like, I'm super into health. I really like finding out, you know, ways to eat as like organically as possible, as clean as possible, things that are gonna really help your body and your health. And kombucha is one of those products that like everyone, you know, a lot of people will say that it's really good for you. It's supposed to help your gut. It's a probiotic or a prebiotic, and it, you know, it's really good for digestion. And I love kombucha. However, I have been trying to kind of steer a little bit more away from things that have like naturally occurring alcohols in them, and tea especially in them, just because that's not really something that I'm super wanting to get into. So this has been a really great solution for me. This does not have any sort of tea in it. It is water, a little bit of sugar in here, and then a lot of electrolytes and dairy-free kefir and probiotic cultures, and then just a whole bunch of juices in here. I love the taste. This one is the orange peach mango, and I think that like kombucha, when you open it, I feel like it just smells very almost like vinegary. It almost tastes vinegary. It's kind of hard to like swallow sometimes. This I have not had a problem with, and I think that it tastes good, it smells good, it doesn't like burn my throat too often when it's going down. So if you're in the market for a gut probiotic, prebiotic drink, but you're wanting to maybe start simple, I would suggest starting with the Aqua Kefir. I got this at Trader Joe's. However, it is GTS brand, which I know that they sell at like Kroger's, and I've seen GTS at Walmart. And even Target, I believe. So I don't know if the Aqua Kefir is there, but I would definitely suggest picking this up if you see it and just trying it out. I've only seen the orange peach mango flavor as well, but I think this tastes great. I love it, so I would definitely recommend. Second to last in this category are my book recommendations, my book favorites. If you guys don't know, if you haven't seen some of my past videos, I've talked a lot about the books that I like to read. I'm a huge reader. I'm in a few different book clubs, and I just think reading is just a really fun pastime for me. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but I have two books that I'm going to share with you guys that I think are so amazing that I have read recently. The first one is The Girl Who Drank the Moon. This is by Kelly Barnhill. This actually won a John Newbery medal, and our library also did a battle of the books with this one, and it did very well too. So this is such a good book. I'm going to read the synopsis because I'm not super good at like explaining books. I feel like because I don't want to ever spoil it. Every year, the people of Protectorate leave a baby as an offering to the witch who lives in the forest to keep her from terrorizing their town. But the witch, Zan, is really kind and gentle. She shares her home with a wise swamp monster and a perfectly tiny dragon. Zan rescues the children and delivers them to welcoming families on the other side of the forest. One year, Zan accidentally feeds a baby Moonlight, filling the ordinary child with extraordinary magic. Zan decides she must raise this girl, whom she calls Luna, as her own. As Luna's 13th birthday approaches, her magic begins to emerge with unpredictable consequences, just when it's time for Zan to go collect another child. Meanwhile, a young man is determined to free his people by killing the witch, and a volcano, dormant for centuries, rumbles within the earth. So if that didn't get you, I don't know what will, but I think this is such a good book. Would definitely recommend it. It definitely is a chapter book, but I would say like it is very much spread out, and so it'd be an easier read for people who are maybe not at like a higher reading level, or like with your kids, you can read it with your kids. It's a clean book. It doesn't have any inappropriate themes or anything like that in there, except for like witches and magic. So if you're not into that, then maybe you might not be into this. I don't usually read like fantasy type of books, but this one, like 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend. It was so good, a fast read for me, and I absolutely loved it. So, and I've actually talked to a lot of people who they have seen me reading this book, and they were like, that book is so, like everyone always is like, that book is so good. They always say that book is so good. So would definitely recommend for you to read if you are into books and reading. Next book that I have to recommend is The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich. This actually was on the Read with Jenna book list. Jenna from the Today Show, Jenna Bush, her dad was President George W. Bush, but she does a book club, and This one is very, very good as well. I will say this one is definitely a little bit more adult themed than the Girl Who Drank the Moon. But this one is about, I'll read the inside cover again. It seems like any other day you wake up, pour a cup of coffee and head out. But today when you open your front door, waiting for you is a small wooden box. This box holds your fate, the exact number of years you will live. From suburban doorsteps to desert tents, every person on every continent receives the same box. In an instant, the world is thrust into a collective frenzy. Where did these boxes come from? What do they mean? Is there truth to what they promise? As a society comes together and pulls apart, everyone faces the shame-shocking choice. Do they wish to know how long they live? And if so, what will they do with that knowledge? This one was so good just because it made me definitely think a lot about my life and like what I would do in this situation where you wake up and you have a box that tells you exactly how long you're gonna live. But this one was so good. It was a very fast read for me. It follows 8 people, so every chapter is like it goes back to a different person's perspective on their life, how they deal with the string, how they, it's taking place during like a presidential election. And so it like follows some of the politicians through this and their family members and just regular family members and regular people in the world. So super interesting book, definitely made me think a lot. I really did enjoy this. And I think this one's pretty new. Yeah, it came out in October of 2022. So it's fairly new still. Definitely recommend getting your hands on this if you can, because it was just so eye-opening and a really great read. And finally, the final part of this category is my music. So if you guys don't know, I love music so much. I'm not a very good musician, I'm not musically inclined, but I love to make playlists and post them on my Instagram. I have a Valentine's playlist that is kind of more, it's not like a romantic love song you play with your partner, your spouse, whatever. No, this one's definitely just more of like, it's a fun, love, yay, like kind of a little bit geared towards single people, but anybody can listen to it. It's called Come and Get Your Love. I have it on Apple Music and Spotify. I'll make sure to link all of the playlists below. And I also have a playlist for this year. So I make a playlist every year. And this one is called The Year the 49ers Win the Super Bowl. I'm trying to manifest it. If it changes, then I might have to change the title. But that one is just all of the songs that I have for this year. So I'm gonna link those playlists below. And I also have like a really fun Throwback Thursday one that has like hundreds of songs on it. That one's super long, but I'm gonna just link those down below. You guys can go and listen to them if you want. I try to update them pretty regularly, so that way there's new, fresh stuff on there. But I just love to listen to music. I think it's something that brings the world together and is, I don't know, it just makes me feel a certain way, you know? I think it's a lot of fun. Okay, we're gonna move on to the hair care category now. Like I mentioned in my like 2023 New Year's resolutions video, I have been wanting to kind of get a little bit better of a grip and handle on my hair and how I treat it, the products that I put in it, and all of those things. I just feel like I have really long hair and I'm trying to keep it really healthy. And something that I have been doing is using a argan oil elixir. Well, it's basically just argan oil to help keep my hair super soft. This one is Heritage by Mindy. It's the Smooth It Over Argan Oil Elixir. It is sulfate-free, phthalate-free, paraben-free, gluten-free, vegan, cruelty-free, mineral oil-free. So a lot of like this bad stuff is not in here. This is pretty simple. You could only buy this at Walmart. It's a Walmart exclusive for now, at least. I think they're trying to get it in other stores, but this one is pretty small. I think it's around $7 or $8, so it's not like a ton of money, but it is amazing. I have tried lots of different kinds of hair oils for my hair, and this one leaves my hair just feeling so soft. It feels like when you know when you go to like the hair salon and you leave and you're like, oh, my hair just feels so good. It usually doesn't stay like feeling like that. I feel like my hair feels as good as it does when I go get my hair done. So I usually use this right after I get out of the shower and have washed my hair. I just do about 3 pumps of this oil because it comes out really like in a really small little squirt, I guess. And I use about 3 pumps, run that. Mainly I start kind of in the middle of my hair and I really get my ends, and then I kind of work my way up and just kind of scrunch it through the rest of my hair. But I feel like this one is so nice. It feels so good. It makes your hair feel so nice afterwards. Another Heritage product that I have been enjoying is this heat protectant spray. I have tried so many heat protectant sprays, and I actually don't put a lot of heat on my hair at all. Really hardly ever, unless I'm curling my hair. I don't blow dry or anything. So I usually only use this, you know, very rarely, but I do really like this heat protectant spray. Again, it has sulfate-free, phthalate-free, paraben-free, everything free, whatever. And it just also has fire tulip and argan oil again. So it's gonna have a little bit of like the softening texture to it. And I also just spray this in my hair after I get out of the shower. If I'm planning on curling my hair that day or the next day, I'll spray it in, and then I just kind of let it do its magic because I want to make sure that my hair is staying healthy, and a heat protectant is a really good way to do that. It does not really have any scent, and I think that was the biggest thing with the other oils or other heat protectant sprays that I was using. They all smelt, I thought they always smelled really good, but it was adding an extra like layer of scent into that, and I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing anything to harm my hair by adding in extra things that didn't necessarily need to be in there, and I feel like the Heritage one just does it very well. And again, only at Walmart. I think it was like $7 or $8, so pretty inexpensive line, but they do a very good job of keeping your hair nice and healthy. And then two other hair products. These are kind of, I don't want to say dumb, but I wanted to talk about my hair brushes because I really do feel like you can go wrong with hair brushes, and I've learned that by just all my experimenting with hair brushes. So the big one I want to say that I love using is this Tangle Teaser brush. It is like pretty dirty. I need to probably get a new one, but this one is like $15 from Amazon. Really simple and easy, but you can use this on wet hair because there's not like, you know, thick bristles in it. They're all plastic bristles, and they just glide through the hair so nice. It really does get your tangles out super fast, super easy. It's not gonna hurt your hair when you're like pulling on it and yanking on it, but it also can be safe to use when your hair is wet, which I have a huge thing with. When your hair is wet, you don't want to use certain types of brushes because that can really damage your hair. So I either use a super wide tooth comb or I use this this brush. And what I actually do is when I spray in my heat protectant spray, after a few minutes, I will then go in and kind of just comb it through my hair with this brush because it has so many bristles on it. It can really get through your hair, but it also just makes your hair feel really nice afterwards. I don't feel like it makes your hair staticky or anything like that. I just think it's a great brush to use. Overall, it can be used on wet hair, it can be used on dry hair, and it just kind of gets the job done. And also it's really easy to clean, and it's not going to like break on you, if that makes sense, with how durable it is. So definitely recommend getting a Tangle Teaser brush. I think these are so nice. I think you can actually also get them at Ulta, maybe, but I think those are really, really nice brushes to own. And then my next brush is this like thicker bristle brush. It kind of looks like a comb almost because it's super thin, but I like to do really slicked back hairstyles occasionally, right? It's like, obviously that's like a really popular trend, just to like throw your hair back into like a tight pony or a tight bun or a braid or whatever, and you want to have like this whole area, your top of your head, just really slicked back. And so I will use this brush to get that done. Usually hairspray my hair or put gel in it or whatever, and then I'll take this, and it just makes your hair look so nice and shiny after you use it. It really slicks everything down, and I think it's just really nice. And I think I also got this from Walmart. It was pretty inexpensive as well. So something that anybody can use, and it will just make your hair look really nice if you're trying to slick back your hair and make it look nice and shiny instead of like sticky and gunky from the hairspray or whatever products you're using. You can put those in and then take this and run it over it, and it's gonna make your hair look just really nice and clean. Okay, and finally, I'm gonna talk about some of my makeup / like skincare products that I have been just loving recently. And all of these as well are, of course, drugstore. The first product I'm gonna talk about is the sunscreen. I have talked about this sunscreen so many times on my channel. I absolutely love this. This is the Native sunscreen with zinc oxide. It's a face lotion, SPF 30. You guys, sunscreen is literally something that is so important, and not enough people, I think, know about this, but sunscreen is something that you need to have in your routine every single day, whether you're a man, woman, non-binary, gay, straight, anything, whatever. Use this, please. It's gonna help you so much. I like sunscreen because it helps with the anti-aging process. It blocks the sun, obviously, and the sun can cause aging or premature aging through wrinkles, through sunspots, through, you know, whatever. There's so much research on this that sunscreen is so important. And I don't just place sunscreen on my face, I also pull it down my neck and onto my chest and onto my hands as well, because I don't want all of those areas also aging prematurely. And even though I'm young, like obviously I'm young, I don't need to worry about aging right now, but I don't want to have to worry about aging ever. So this is a huge product that I definitely recommend picking up. This one I think is around $15 to $16. I think it lasts me like maybe 1 or 2 months. So it definitely goes bang for its buck. And this one in particular is unscented. They do have scented ones, but my skin is so sensitive that I can't do scents on it. So I definitely love this one and would recommend it to everyone. And I also got this recommended to me from Hiram Skincare by Hiram here on YouTube. And I definitely trust him because he knows his stuff in terms of products and ingredients. So I would definitely recommend this one to you like he recommended it to me. Okay, the next product is this Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. Now, I've actually used this like years ago. I would use this to remove my makeup, and then I kind of stopped using it. I was kind of going through it with different cleansers and just using that, but recently I've started using this again, and I just use this to really just remove all my makeup. So when I am getting ready for bed, I will put this on like either a cotton pad, or I have like a bunch of reusable makeup eraser cloths. I'll just throw this on there and then remove my makeup this way. And I really do like this. This is fragrance-free, alcohol-free, there's no oil. And this one is for sensitive skin types. I absolutely love this. It looks like it's totally full, but I feel like I've been using this for probably about a month now, and it works really well, and it, you know, a little bit goes a long way with this. So this is a product that I definitely would recommend as well. It's pretty inexpensive. You can find it at the drugstore, of course, and I just don't think you can go wrong with this. It does a really good job of removing my makeup. Another product that I use that was recommended to me by Hiram has been this Aveeno Calm and Restore Nourishing Oat Cleanser. Like I said before, I've been through it with cleansers. I have been trying to find a really good cleanser for my skin type because I feel like I have pretty normal skin, but then I also am like super sensitive sometimes. Other times I'm like, my skin can withstand a lot of stuff. And so recently my cleansers have just not been working for me, but this one is so calm and gentle on my skin. It's for sensitive skin. It helps hydrate and just is really gentle in the whole cleansing process, which is why I like to use a makeup removing oil, because this I don't feel like would actually really remove my makeup super well. But once my makeup is removed, I can go in with this, and I feel like it does a really good job of just keeping my skin nice and gentle and clean. The Calm and Restore line has been really popular lately. A lot of dermatologists have been talking about it on YouTube, and different skincare experts have been talking about it. It has a good ingredient list, and it really does just keep my skin feeling nice and clean without stripping it and making it feel like it's like squeaky clean. Like, you know, there's some cleansers out there when you wash your face and you're like, it just feels like everything has been stripped off. This is not going to do that. It's going to keep the moisture in your skin and just make you feel really nice afterwards after you clean it. So definitely would recommend this if you're looking for a new cleanser that's super gentle and it's good for sensitive skin. My last two products are definitely makeup products. So this one is, again, this one I've had for so long. This is the Maybelline Baby Lips in like the pink color. There's like, they don't have names for this. I don't actually know if they sell this anymore. I think they do. But this is something, I've had this for years and I recently got into it again. This is it almost is like an ombre type of like chapstick, but it also is very tinted. And this one is like the pink shade, and I think like it just looks so pretty. I'm not gonna put it on right now because I do have lipstick on, but I love like when I am just on the go and I have minimal makeup on, but I want to have a little something on my lips. I throw this on and it's just so pretty. It keeps my lips nice and chapped, and it is just so fun because it's like, it just is very nostalgic. I think that's what it reminds me of. Just like when I was in high school and junior high and all my friends had baby lips. They have a few different colors from what I remember, but this pink one is nice because I do feel like it kind of looks very natural as well on the lips, but is really nourishing and just a fun like extra little product to have. Like, I just think it's just really fun, cute, and also like so inexpensive. Like, I think this is like maybe $2 or $3. I'm not sure. I'll make sure to link it below, but I just love it. I think it's so fun. Okay, and the final product in this favorites video in the makeup category is this Burt's Bees eyeliner. This is in the shade Warm Brown, and I like this because it is so creamy. I have never been one to wear eyeliner. I did not really like putting it on. I feel like I wasn't very good at doing it, but this one is just so creamy. It goes on so easily, so smooth. I usually just line my eyes from like the outer corner to about the middle on the top and the bottom, just to kind of help brighten my eyes, open them up just a little bit. I still don't use eyeliner every day, but when I do use eyeliner, it is this Burt's Bees one. It just, again, it just feels so creamy, so nice on the skin. I love the Burt's Bees brand and the Burt's Bees line. I feel like they do a good job of having clean ingredients and things like that, and this one is just no exception. Absolutely love this if you're looking for eyeliner in a pencil form, because it is pencil form, but don't be scared by pencils, because you don't need to be. This one is so creamy that it goes on so easily. You're not gonna stab your eye out, and I just, yeah, can't get enough of this, and it's very inexpensive as well, so big fan of this. Okay guys, we did it. We went through all the products. I know I had a lot of stuff. I'll make sure to link everything below if you're interested in checking any of these items out. But I just wanted to say thank you all so much for watching this video, for making it through with me. If you guys are new here, just a reminder that I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which I know we have 11 more months before we get there, but I need people to subscribe every day. So if you guys would not mind subscribing, I'd be so grateful. Join my YouTube fam. And with that, I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'll see you guys all very soon. See ya.